We are doing our 180 days, right? Our 180 days. Let me shrink that a little bit so it's not off the screen. We'll turn this down just a little bit. You are becoming the person. You are becoming the verse. And the verse today is, let us not grow weary of doing good. Let us not grow weary in doing good. Galatians 6:9 says, let us not grow weary in doing good. For the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we don't give up. Man, our grounding today is, God, thank you for every step that you have brought me this far. Thank you for every step that has brought me this far. The truth is, 180 days of consistency is more than a streak. It's evidence of transformation. Every day you showed up, prayed, reflected, learned, and renewed your mind, you are becoming a new someone new. Every day that you showed up, you prayed, you reflected, you learned, and you renewed your mind, you are becoming someone new. As that the person plants a seed and checks the ground every day. For weeks they see very little. But underneath the surface, the roots are growing. And then 6 months later, or 4 months later, or 7 months later, if it's a bamboo tree, 100 years later, right? It's undeniable. The same thing happens with personal growth. What feels small daily becomes significant over time. When most people begin a journey of change, they focus on outcomes. They want the weight loss. They want the success. They want the peace. They want the breakthrough. They want the financial freedom. I'll put this down so I'm in the little square here. So they want the freedom, right? The person is beginning to change, which is so cool. So the whether it's success, the peace, the breakthrough, the financial freedom, or the stronger relationships, but somewhere along the way, something more important happens. The person begins changing. You have begun changing. I don't know if we drink our water, so I'm going to go ahead and it's a little bit different this morning because I'll get through all this water because I'm just in a different spot, right? But over the last 180 days, you may not have noticed every change, but you think differently, you pause differently, you respond differently, you notice things differently. Your mind has been renewed, and one day at a time. The greatest victory is not what you have accomplished. The greatest victory is who you are becoming. The routine is working because God is working. So here's what's going on in our mind. Researchers study identity-based habits and self-directed neuroplasticity have found that consistent behavior gradually influences self-perception. The prefrontal cortex and the basal ganglia, I'm adding all these in that we've been talking about, work together to turn intentional actions into automatic patterns. Over time, repeated behaviors stop feeling like something you do and start feeling like something you are. So it's not something that we get up every morning and we do because we decided we were going to do it. It becomes part of us, of what we are and how we do it. Who you are, your identity, your transformation often occurs gradually through accumulated daily actions. Researchers studying identity-based habits and self-directed neuroplasticity have found that consistent behavior gradually influence self-perception. I just want to read that one more time because we don't usually say all of our brain words in one day. The prefrontal cortex, the basal ganglia, a heart connection, every day of faithfulness have been shaping the person that you are becoming. How have you changed during the last 180 days? Write down 5 ways, if you get a chance sometime today, that you are different today than you were 6 months ago. Are you different because it's easier to wake up in the morning and you just get up and you're ready to get this going? Are you different because you've made some meaningful connections and you have no problem making sure that your eyes are up, that your phone is down? And maybe that was something you did before, is you picked up your phone and you put it out there. Are you different because you think about your vision and what you're excited about? Are you different because you stopped watching TV in the morning, and now since you stopped watching the television and the computers and scrolling through things, are you different in that way? So what has changed in your life over the last 6 months? You know, the short prayer is, Father, thank you for every lesson, for every challenge, for every victory, for every step of growth. Help me recognize how far you have brought me. Strengthen me for the journey ahead and remind me that you are still transforming my day. Amen. The blessing here is may you celebrate your progress, trust God's process, and continue becoming the person He has created you to be. May you celebrate your progress, trust God's process, and continue becoming. Can you imagine the change that you've made in the last 180 days? What that's going to be like when we hit 365 days. Oh my gosh, what a difference, what a change, what a thing that is going to be so much different in our lives. So the reflection here is, do you think consistency changes a person over time? And we know that it does. How are you different today than you were 6 months ago? And what lessons have helped you grow most in your journey? So let's go ahead and we're going to put this in the chat here. So we'll put it in the chat. And you will have it to be able to utilize however that you would love to take advantage of it today. So let's move into our time of gratitude.